Hello friends, welcome to all of you. Friends, today we will try to know about the CAG. It means Controller and Controller and Auditor General of India, which is in Article of 148 in Indian Constitution given. So friends, foremost we try to know about what is the responsibility of the CAG and what is the functional system of by the CAG, what is the functional system of the CAG and how it works for Indian systems. We can say Indian co-federation systems. In simple terms, if we will try to know about the CAG, we can say it is the guardian of the, we can say, public fund. It's a responsibility to supervision of the public fund. Before that, we try to know the historical background of the CAG, because if we try to know the historical background of the CAG, then we can know the reality of the CAG and its, we can say, responsibility for the Indian Confederation system. It's a responsibility for the state system. Also, it's a responsibility for the parliament system. Hello friends, if we will try to look back the time period of the 1857, then we will find the find the CAG post was created by the Lord Canning in three presidencies. We can say Bombay and Madras as well as Chennai. So in initial phase, there was the three presidencies. Also, CAG was the working from three presidencies before they get the freedom of India. But after that, when our constitution was, we can say, come in existence, so we need to feel redefine the situation of the CAG, because before come existence of our constitution, CAG system was the difference, and after come to existence of our constitution, we need to redefine the CAG, we can say, whole system of the CAG and whole functional bodies of the CAG, because after get the freedom of India, we need to, we can say, realize about our future. We need to realize about our whole Indian system and its functional system and its futuristic plan. So we started to establish, we can say, position of the CAG. Then after we have to, we can say, we see the 1971 we have passed the act in the parliament with name of the CAG DCP Act, and after that we finally, we can say, we finally clear out the what is the CAG and what should be responsibility and how it will be work and whom for it will work and what is the whole existence system of the CAG. Friends, so firstly we try to know the, we can say, appointment and tenure. What is the appointment system and what, we can say, how much, what is the tenure system of the CAG. So as we simply know it, we can say our CAG, Controller and Auditor General, is the appointment through the our president. It means first citizen of India will be appoint the CAG for the India, for the citizen of India, because CAG responsibility is the, we can say, for whole Indians. As we can say, he is the supervision of the parliament audit system. He will be supervision of the in state legislative, we can say, state assembly audit system. We can say state audit system. Controller Auditor General of India tenure will be 6 year with age of the 65. It means when 65 age will be clear, he will be, we can say, his tenure will be over. If he will be before the 65, if he will be able to complete the 6 year, then he can be in post. So 6 year is the finally tenure. You can say CAG can be resign at any time in President of India. It means he will be resign in President of India, also appointed by the President of India. But procedure of the dethrone in CAG, but procedure of the dethrone to CAG is as same to the high, we can say, Supreme Court Judge of India. It means we realize the system of the system for India, if we will be appointment in CAG in Indian system, so appointment by the president, we can say he can resign through the president. But when we have the impeachment of the against CAG, then we realize the same position will be applied as well as apply in this, we can say, judges of the Supreme Court. So this is our glory. This is of our parliament glory system. When we can say sorry democratic glory system, when we are appointment and cake, and when we are going to against impeachment of the cake, then there is a very, we can say, long procedure. We can say first of all we have to oversee the situation of the before the cake, sorry, situation against the cake, and what are the cause where through we are impeachment of against the cake, and how we finally realize cake, you can say, a person who is appointment through a person who is working in the cake, he is really, we can say, unable to work for India, and his worthless is not, he is not able to working for India. So in that position, in that time, our parliament will be pass, we can say our parliament will be working for him, and our parliament will be take a proposal with the special majority. It means a two-third majority. This is the, we can say, this is the very beautiful decision by our constitution. This is the very beautiful system in our constitution. When we are appointment any person for India, for Federation of India, and when we are going to dethrone any person, then like a cake, we have to the very critical system. We have to the very critical, we can say, system which is protect our, we can say, person who is working for India. He is give the golden opportunity at he is give the golden opportunity to any person in his side. He can we can say take his part. Now we come back to know about the freedom and working system of CAG. As we know, dear friends, CAG is the working for whole India. Whole India means, we can say, supervision of the all parliamentary system, like to like to audit system, also as well as state assembly audit system. But it's working for the whole India citizens. Just think, if our parliament is working not behalf of the Indian citizens, also our state legislative assembly is not working for behalf of the Indian, we can say, state citizens and state peoples, then CAG will be supervision the whole, we can say, whole account and balance sheet, which is related to state and which is related to center also in parliament. But CAG post is not mercy on the in our we can say, but CAG post is not mercy over the mercy on the president, because it's a appointment by the president, but it is not depend on the president for his post. Means we have to make a whole constitutional procedure. Through the constitutional procedure, we take to the special majority in parliament, and after that we can dethrone to CAG by his post. During of his tenure, he can't take part any post in state government as well as central government also, because he get equivalent equivalent position of the Supreme Court in reference of the, we can say, his salary, his TADA, whatever may be. But his salary and other facilities decided by our parliament. Means our parliament is the supreme position front of the cake. Parliament can decide what will be position of the cake in reference of the, we can say, salary and his other facilities which is required for the cake, which is requirement of the cake. Official administrative expenditure will be depend on to the consolidated fund of India. Means CAG official administrative expenditure will be funded by the, we can say, consolidated fund. All peoples are working in the audit department, their services, their tenure and their facilities and their, we can say, expenditure. Also their salary will be decided by the, their administrative power will be decided by the CAG with president. Means president, both president and CAG will be decided by the, we can say, all facilities about the, we can say, administrative facilities, administrative power, their tenure, their all facilities which is requirement of the as a official working system. So friends, now we come to the duties of the CAG. Means this is the most important part of the our, you can say, CAG system. What are the duties and what are the functional responsibilities of the CAG? Means what is the responsibility and what is the obligation in CAG? First and foremost obligation of the CAG is the audit by the state as well as center, we can say, financial position. Means CAG is the CAG have the super responsibility to supervision the state financial position as well as central financial position. After that he will be reported in reference of the state in, we can say, governor, as same position in state central level in president. He will be reported in president in central level and he will be reported in state level, we can say, governor. So he is responsible for his work with his responsibility, we can say, with his obligation, and he will be reported to in state level in governor and he central level in president. He have to responsibility to decided that every expenditure through the consolidated fund is the right as legally, we can say. CAG have the super responsibility for supervision of if any budget bypass in state legislative assembly as well as central legislative assembly as parliament is going to same work, is going to same, we can say, object or not. Means if any budget is passed by the state legislative assembly, he will be decided this budget should be work for the same purpose. Means he have the special responsibility to notice that each budget is going to get his purpose or not, for which region he is pass. He have to responsibility of the supervision for the, we can say, supervision of the different bodies like government companies and state and central level related to the, we can say, financial fund, financial, we can say, all fund which is related to state and which is related to center, and we can say different kinds of the, and we can say, government, we can say, bodies which is working for the any financial position which is exercised with the financial position, then he will be totally supervision of the financial position. Each financial position is working for the behalf of the Indian citizen or not. Each financial position is working for the, we can say, welfareness of Indian citizen or not. This is the most super responsibility of our CAG, and he is he is fully responsible for the whole Indian citizen about the financial position of Indian system, wherever is the financial position is exercised and working, as well as central level as well as state level as well as any other level which are the responsible for the, we can say, exercise of the financial position. He is called to ear and eyes of the public fund committee. Means public fund committee, he have the responsibility to supervision of the public fund committee as state level as central level. He have to authority to check the all balance sheet related to state legislative assembly, state government, related to parliament in central government, because he is the ear and eyes of the public fund, we can say. when he will be completed his supervision, and after that he will make a, we can say, final report, and this final report will be table on to in state legislative assembly in reference of the state system. And if he will be totally supervision of the, we can say, supervision of his supervision of his working, sorry, if he will be supervision of the central level for the public fund, this report will be table on the in parliament, and after that it will be fully discussed. This over of this report will be discussion, and we will try to know the make a, we can say, good conclusion for the India, for the our constitution system, for our welfare of our citizens, because CAG, controller and auditor general have the responsibility working for the welfare of Indian citizen, working for the welfare of India, working for the welfare of the Indian co-federalism system. He will be audit about all balance sheet, either loss related to loss and or profit, all account receipt activities, also stock account activities, or related to financial activities like to loan, give and take, like to submit trade related financial activities. Means finally we can say CAG have the super responsibility to check out the debit and credit accounts in whole Indian system, like to the parliament by this parliament credit and debit account, and state government credit and debit account, because he is responsible for whole India. My dear friends, if you will try to look back the some year back, like to 5 and 6 year back, so we find out the working system of the CAG. We find out the what were the working system of the CAG. Just concern 2G scam, coal scam, and Commonwealth scam. These are come into light through working of the CAG. Means CAG have the super responsibility to supervision of the any corruption, how corruption is done, and by whom corruption done, and in which amount was corruption done. Means CAG will be just supervision the whole system of the Indian debit and credit system. Also, if any scam is going on, and if any scam is done by any person, by any parliament, by any government, then he will be coming to expose. He will be expose it. Just concerned about the Gujarat government, we can say, scheme, Sujlam Suplam scheme, scam. Means this scam was done by the Gujarat state, and then you can say this scam come into light by the CAG. Means CAG CAG was supervision the whole system and whole credit and debit system, and after that he bring out this scam in front of the public, front of the country. Allocation of the coal mining irregularities. Allocation of the coal mining irregularities means when coal mining was going on, and there was going on in scam, then CAG was try to supervision the scam, and after that he come to in light this scam in front of India, and then we know what is going on through the government, what is going on in government, and how government is working behalf of the India, and we can say not favor of India. So this is the most important things when CAG is try to the check out any balance sheet, debit and credit account, also working in the for all account which is related of the public fund, which is related of the welfare of the public. My dear friends, if you will try to know final conclusion of the CAG, then we know CAG is the super responsibility authority of India about the debit and credit account in related to state, in related to center, in state assembly, state legislative assembly, in central parliament assembly, because our parliament is the super responsible position for Indian citizens about make any law, about make any system, as well as state government is also responsible for the state citizens and state peoples. So CAG have the super responsibility to check out the all fund, all debit and credit account, all balance sheet, all financial activities which is related to our citizens, our peoples, and our Indians. So today we try to know about the position of the CAG and its responsibility. Its responsibility. What is the responsibility and what is the functional body and how functional body is working for behalf of India, for behalf of Indian citizens. So my dear friends, I try to know. I hope this video is helpful to us know about the CAG. Thank you. Thank you very much.